What's up guys, welcome to your 35th Java tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make a variable length argument list. Now I showed you guys how to build methods using multi-dimensional arrays and also how to build basic methods, but each time you did, you needed to tell it what arguments it took. But sometimes you want to build a method and you don't know how many arguments it took. So for example, say you want to build a method to average a bunch of numbers. Well, maybe you don't know how many numbers you want to average first, so you don't know how many arguments to give it. Well, in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make a method that takes however many arguments you want. So let's go ahead and build a method outside our main method. Let's build a public static int, since it's going to be returning integers, average. And I just named it average. You can name it whatever you want. Now go ahead and it's going to take an argument of integers, but you don't know how many. So anytime you don't know how many, what you do is put an ellipse, and that's 3 dots, and then put the name of the variable you want to use. And instead of putting int x, int y, int z, you just put 3 dots, and what 3 dots means is, alright, I'm going to be throwing numbers in here, but I don't know if I'm going to be throwing 2 numbers, 5 numbers, or 500 numbers. So dot 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 means just do it, and I'm not going to tell you how many numbers. So now that we have that, that's a new thing I wanted to show you in this tutorial. Dot 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 means you don't know how many arguments it's going to take. Let's go ahead and build a simple function. Let's just total all these numbers, so it starts at 0 since we don't have any numbers yet. Let's make an enhanced for loop. Set our variable equal to x, and it takes numbers in it, and let's just add all those numbers to the total. So total plus equals x, so it's going to loop through all those numbers and add them all to the total. So now after that we just need to return the average. So return total over numbers the length. So what this does, if you threw 5 numbers in here, it's going to return total divided by 5. If you only threw 3 numbers in here, it's going to return that total divided by 3. So number, which should actually be numbers, is what you passed into it, and the length of it is how many values. So that's how that works. So this is our method we just built. Now we need a way to output it on the screen. So go back to your main function so you can run this program, and just write system out, move my mouse, print line, and let's just print something like average, and then in here in your average method you can type however many numbers you want, 43, 56, 76, and 8. And let me go ahead and run this and show you guys. The average of this is 45. So that took 4 arguments, or 4 numbers right there. But let's say we wanted to add more, 65, 76, 2, and 31. Let's go ahead and run this. Does it still work? Yep. Interestingly enough, the average is only 44 for this. Interesting. So this is what this does. Anytime you want to build a method, this is the meat of this tutorial right here. Anytime you want to build a method that you don't know how many arguments it's going to take, so for example we passed like 4 the first time and 8 the second time, what you want to do is put what type it is, the ellipse, and then you just give yourself a variable that you can work with in your method. So again, that ellipse right there means I don't know how many it is, so I don't have to make it over and over again. So again, we just built the method right there and called it in our main function right there. So that's your quick tutorial on how to make a variable length argument list in methods that you build, so you don't have to write a new method each time you want to enter a different number of arguments. So practice that, and once you play with it a couple times, you'll get good at it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget I'm gonna have this video able for free download, so make sure you do that if you want. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next tutorial.